Okay, today we're going to be using this as the backing track for All Things in A. That's a sweet guitar. It says straight hard rock backing track in A minor. And so, having sort of looked over this backing track, your main power chords are going to be A, C, and G. And then he'll throw down an F every so often. Hopefully the backing track will come in loud and clear on this video. I'm going to start with some of the licks we talked about. I know I had made mention of that little diminished idea, which was 8 to 5, and then a 7 on the B string. I'm going to employ that. Feel free to collect and use any of these licks. Again, I'll always say it, nobody owns these licks. Okay, so backing track. So that was a lot of wanking. Not going to go over every single thing I played because, quite frankly, don't know if I remember it, but I remember a lot. So one of the things that you heard me do a couple times in that jam was the 16th note repetitive pattern we talked about, where it was 5-8, 5-8. And then that's 5-8, 5-7, and the G string. Takes you all the way down to A. Also, I threw in that kind of dissonant but cool. I just love that. I'm pulling off 8 to 5. Grab the 7, the F sharp. That's like the weird note, right? 5 hammers to 6, minor third to major. A. Then I played a succession of double stops, bends. There's just something so raspy about those. 7 and 7 and 5 and 5 on G and B. And then that traditional rock lick, right? Bending 7 on G. Hit 8 on B. Bend a full step. Guess what? You're at your tonic again. You're at A, right? What else did I do of interest there? Excuse me. I might have done some trills. I may not have. But even if I didn't, you could do things such as... just hammer-ons and pull-offs, My hand is resting here, keeping the strings quiet. Oh yeah, I did some cool little simple slide melodies. So I stuck on one string at a time. Nobody owns that. You could treat it differently. Maybe start on the 8. Always resolving on A, right? That's the safe bet. But technique-wise, I really think the best thing you could practice among all of those is this. Now imagine you took every fret that I played and you literally moved it up 12 frets using the same strings. You might get this. All right, admittedly, I had to showboat a little bit at the end there. These things don't come overnight. It's like learning a language. Learn a couple licks a week, 3-4 licks a week. Stick in one key, key of A. Work on putting them together, establishing your own phrasing, your own rhythm. Of course, listen to other people play. I don't want to say rip them off, but borrow their ideas. And that is how you become a good improviser, is by having a cache of information that you can call on at a moment's notice. That's the discipline. It doesn't happen right away, but it will happen. You've got the chops, you've got the skills, and we'll pick up there.